Hey, how y'all doing? Maha Ben. Namaste. Hola. Hello. Yeah, I just wanted to do a small video. I'm out here in the middle of the woods again, of course, where you see me the most, I guess. I'm out here scouting. Deer season is coming up. I haven't been out in the woods much, but I found a nice tree to put my tree stand in. Looks really good out here. Not a good sign. Anyway, yeah, one of my friends, co-workers, subscriber, had asked me at work one day who I support for president, and he had heard I support Donald Trump, and yeah, I do. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, they're out there too far for me. The stuff that they stand for. Stuff that I ultimately would probably should look into more. Maybe do another video. I know there's been attacks on the moral standing of religious beliefs, the border crisis, our general rights, or rights in general, the First and Second Amendments, the right to free speech, and the right to bear arms. People say, oh, we shouldn't have what the military have, and no, we don't. We don't. The M4 that the military currently shoots has a switch on it going from full automatic to semi-automatic. So semi-automatic being, as fast as you pull the trigger. Full automatic, well, depress the trigger and it's 20 rounds, 30 rounds gone. And I think the M4 does that in 3-round bursts. So, anyway, the people that have come to the country, no, not all of them are bad. That's for sure. That's kind of like defunding the police because, you got a few bad apples. Nah, you got just a few bad apples. You don't have a whole bunch of people running around wearing a badge, shooting people down. Uh, you know, Harris and Walz are, I believe, poison to the country. Some of the people that are coming into your home country, may not be people that are Christian friendly. As you, well, you do Algiers English. They're going to do some reporting, maybe on some of the stuff going on in Africa. The New Africa channel. You know, some of these other channels are not of American news, and I like that. I like that. Sky News Australia, First Post in India. I watch these channels quite a bit. Um, Taiwan Plus. I watch Taiwan news. I watch news from various countries, and I started watching those during COVID, so I could see what was coming my way, and tell my wife, my family, hey, this is coming. Watch for it. So anyway, they were able to do that. Uh, yeah, I just saw a posting here not too long ago. Daggone, I forget which country it was in, but at least, I don't know, Nigeria. Uh, no, Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. A church was invaded by armed men, the women, and thank God, I praise Jesus, but the women and children were allowed to leave, and the men were executed, and the church was burnt. But I do give praise that the women and children were allowed to leave. So, and the people that did this were a branch of Al Qaeda. It's an African branch of Al Qaeda. So, I've heard reports, of course, that the Islamic State has come in to the United States. Yeah, the Lebanese folks. Different. It's different people, different countries, different factions. You know, um, are here. Al Shabaab, uh, Somalia. Who was the group in Somalia? Was that Al Shabaab? Might be. Anyway, are here. Are here. Uh, they might be in your country, and we can't have that. We don't want an open border country to where anybody can just come in. I support. I do support Central Americans, my Latino brothers and sisters coming here and working and living. The my brothers and sisters from the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Haiti. Wow, Haiti. You know, um, mm, yeah, they're good people. They're good people. They just culturally they're different, and so as you look into the culture of the peoples, and it's like, oh, okay, they do voodoo type stuff. They believe in voodoo. They believe in doing this and that, and they need these certain creatures for this and that. Ah, okay. Opens my eyes to have an understanding of the people and the culture. But, when you come in, perhaps you should look at the host country bringing you in. I find it disturbing that during, the last, I don't know what, wow, 10 months, we've had this battle going on in Israel and, Gaza, and nobody, and this is disturbing, none of the Muslim nations are allowing the Palestinians to come into their country to seek refuge. I see across Europe, people are in an uproar, over what's going on in their countries. But their immigration issues. So I don't know. It's messed up, man. I know. But yeah, I'm looking at a bigger picture than what you might think. I'm looking at a picture of our general rights. Our cost of living, uh, because of the migrants. Of course, I don't know, whether they're illegal or not. Yeah, they're illegal. They've come across and such. So they're being illegal, and then the countries, people, yeah, our prices have gone up, and that's to be expected, though. How do you feel about your money's going up? Your taxes, if I'm not mistaken, if you're here illegally, then you're paying taxes. And if it were possible, I guess I would be doing the same thing. I mean, yeah, if I'm trying to get away from a bad situation, but I know down in Costa Rica, when the border was opened, the president down there was going to start doing, start working on his infrastructure to make his country better. And when the border jumped and came open, a lot of his working age men left, and he was pretty upset. I know, there's a good chance that you're here legally and you're making money, sending it back to your family, making a better life for them and for yourself. And someday you'll return and you'll live comfortably. But in the meantime, what's happening is, as the inflation grows, as things become crazier, you may not uh, you may not be able to send what you send home back. You may not be able to do that, or not as much. The current state of the world, with the United States and Britain giving Ukraine permission to use missiles inside of Russia. Russia is seeing as a direct attack now by the United States and the UK. So, how many of the illegal migrants, are going to die if Russia attacks? Has anybody considered this? The possibility is crazy. The people be killed. And and I don't want to use this as a scare tactic, but I want to use it as a reality for those who are going to continue to supply such weapons to these people, this country. Things to consider. Uh, the devastation that will have, the devastation that maybe a militant group comes into your church and wipes out your congregation. Something also to consider. Watching and such, getting a newsletter from Christian Warrior Training. There are numerous attacks going on in the country on churches. So, something to consider. Something to consider. And just found out a few minutes ago that Donald Trump had another attempt on his life down in Florida. So, they definitely don't want him in the White House. I don't know. I wish you the best. I'm sorry if my choice offends you, but I'm looking at a broader picture, the bigger picture. And with that, I will say God bless. May you be blessed. May your family be blessed. But man, hope you got to enjoy this beautiful day. God bless.